Content Amnesia, Episode 7. We learned from Burnt Toast in our video Content Amnesia episode Lawsuits that falsely accusing someone of committing a crime is defamation per se. In this video, you can decide if this was done again, or is this different?
Just because you end with like an allegation allegedly doesn't necessarily save you from being fucked with legally, civilly. That was another thing these people have no clue of. It's like me stating like Queen Bee is a killer. Queen Bee's a killer, allegedly. She must have done it, allegedly. It's like that doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't make a factual statement and then follow it up with allegedly. That doesn't work.
Like, right. Holy fuck. What a bunch of fucking morons, I swear.
Worker B. Tim and Voices agree that saying factual statements and following it up with allegedly does not make it okay to say false criminal activities.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, she was spreading the whole misinformation.
Hold on. I have a question real quick.
Depends on the question.
Listen, so the Stacey Slay situation, there was like a fake Fed or whatever.
She was supposed to debunk that. Deet said she was going to debunk that.
Well, first of all, I've never have heard it was like I've never heard that Dietz was the fake Fed. Never heard that.
Queen Bee says she's never heard that Dietz on the streets was Stacey Slay, a person who faked that they were a federal agent.
Dietz said she left because of Benny and Tiffany. And first she tried to play it off like it was me because I called her a fucking dick writer and said she had a whiny voice. Well, you know what? Get some thicker skin, bitch.
Yeah, that's the reason, you know, and that wasn't the reason. She left.
No, that wasn't the reason. It was fucking supposedly Benny and Tiffany and the shit they found out with Mama Steph and she heard they used to be Mama Steph and then the fake fucking Fed that
oh, yeah.
Yeah, supposedly she was this fake Fed account and all kinds of shit. It was fucking
that
ridiculous.
rumor. It's fascinating, that rumor. That whole thing, yeah.
That's what
is saying someone supposedly was a fake federal agent a false criminal accusation? Is supposedly and allegedly the same words? Was this defamation per se?
Me neither. Not until like recently when she said she was going to debunk it. And other people were talking about it a little, right? With Benny.
No, I've always heard that it was supposedly what? I'm sorry?
We got a fake Fed in our midst.
Voices is very excited to learn that there is someone acting like a fake Fed.
No. There was supposedly a fake Fed called Stacey Slay that was talking to Jody Sue.
Summer Wells.
And they worked in the Summer Wells yes. And so I was always under the impression that Penny was involved in that.
Yes. That's what I remember too.
I have never heard that Dietz was Stacey Slay. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Supposedly Benny and Tiffany and the shit they found out with Mama Steph and she heard they used to be Mama Steph and then the fake fucking Fed that
oh yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly she was this fake Fed account and all kinds of shit. It was fucking ridiculous.
Rumor.
Who's saying that now?
The streets are saying it.
When Voices asks who is saying these false criminal accusations, Ellie explains that the streets are saying it, but she fails to mention again that Queen Bee is the streets that said it. Why does she ignore the information right in front of her? Will she claim she didn't know Queen Bee had said that, even though she was on panel for those false accusations?
Apparently from this clip, hold on, I'll play it real quick.
I'm being accused of being a fake federal agent right now. Come on,
are
you
kidding me? Oh no, we're not back on the fake Fed.
Oh yeah. Apparently, according to Benny, Dietz is the fake Fed, but get this, Queen Bee used him to come up and talk about the Hunter situation, and she promised him my information. His words. I could load the clip. That's what he said.
What?
All of this to prove that I'm a fake federal agent. Y'all are, but no, I don't have anybody coming at me after.
The fuck is that?
I stepped out of the room for a moment.
Right. First, did she not sound like she was telling some big ass fucking juicy ass secret?
Was Dietz on the streets telling some juicy secret, or was she trying to clear her name due to the people who continue to spread false criminal accusations about her?
Fucking said you were a fake Fed at all. Never heard that. And Benny's never asked me for your information ever.
Queen Bee claims that Benny Keys has never asked her for Dietz's information at all.
I do know that Queen was supposed to hand over some fucking information about Dietz that never happened. And I invested many, many hours of my life in order to try to enrich the whole exchange. That's why I don't go over there anymore. Like, you're not going to use me up on your panel 6-8 hours over a couple of days and then not give me what you said you wanted to give me. So
Benny Keys claims that in exchange for providing information about Andrew and Hunter back in January to Queen Bee, that Queen Bee would provide private information about Dietz to them.
Listen, it's a whole ass lie.
No, we're not back on the fake Fed.
Big whopper.
Did Dietz lie about what Benny and Queen Bee said? Or was Queen Bee lying to cover up for the false criminal accusations she had made about Dietz?
Yeah. Apparently, according to Benny, Dietz is the fake Fed, but get this, Queen Bee used him to come up and talk about the Hunter situation.
Talking about I used Benny to talk about a Hunter situation. What in the fuck are you smoking, bitch?
During this live stream, Benny made a community post saying that the promise for information did happen, and that Tiffany Marie had the messages to prove it. Was Benny lying? Do you think Queen Bee agreed to exchange information?
What the fuck?
And she promised
Allie's son Hunter.
his words. I could load the clip. That's what he said. All of this to prove that I'm a fake federal agent. Y'all are, but no,
What would Hunter have to do with her being a fake Fed?
Yeah, I thought that was a separate situation. I
There's
remember
some kind of like exchange, like I'll like give you Hunter and we'll give you like Stacey Slay, aka Dietz's information or something.
At least one bee can comprehend in a world of bees who struggle with comprehension.
Benny has never asked me for her information, and he's never tried to give me her information. What the?
Benny claims that Tiffany Marie and Queen Bee exchanged messages that promised information, and Queen Bee says this never happened. Did Benny and Tiffany lie about this promised exchange? Or is Queen Bee lying?
Fuck? That is
Where
so
did story
weird
come from? That is a weird story.
Does all of the smoke in the hive have the bees in a daze? They have no clue where this even came from, while it came from inside the hive itself.
All right, Dees, don't do a crime sleuth and don't make up shit now and just start saying stuff.
Does Worker Bee Tim mean don't make up stuff like Dolly and BHB had sex? Or does B Tim mean don't make up stuff like supposedly someone is a fake federal agent? Or does he mean don't make up stuff like autopsy photos showed things on a child that was not true?
Got the clip. Roll the fucking clip then, because I mean I've never heard that shit, and I've never heard Benny claim that.
I do know that Queen was supposed to hand over some fucking information about Dietz that never happened. And I invested many, many hours of my life in order to try to enrich the whole exchange. That's why I don't go over there anymore. Like, you're not going to use me up on your panel 6-8 hours over a couple of days and then not give me what you said you wanted to give me. So
after having her own words played during a live stream on Dietz's page last night, Queen Bee went live this morning to double down on her false criminal accusations.
And let me make this very clear. I didn't accuse you of being the fake Fed, Dietz.
Too much beeswax can ruin your hearing.
Yeah.
Supposedly Benny and Tiffany and the shit they found out with Mama Steph and she heard they used to be Mama Steph and then the fake fucking Fed that supposedly she was this fake Fed account and all kinds of shit. It was fucking ridiculous.
Rumor.
Supposedly she was this fake Fed account and all kinds of shit.
Supposedly Dietz was someone who represented themselves as a fake federal agent. Is impersonating a federal agent a crime? Is that imputing a crime onto Dietz? Is that defamation per se?
What I do think, though, is that you played a big part in it. I think you know a hell of a lot more than what you're saying. And I think you came in here, you was in here under Mama Steph for the longest time. Then you wanted to change your fucking name and act brand new like you didn't know shit about shit.
Do people change their name on YouTube? Does this mean anyone who has changed their name on YouTube is hiding from stuff they have done? How many Hive members have changed their names? What are they hiding?
To come up and talk about the Hunter situation, and she promised him my information. His words.
Wait.
I could load the clip.
I promised him your information, huh? Well, first of all, your docs has already been out long before that. He never asked me for your information. I never volunteered to give him your information, ever. I've never had a private conversation with Benny, ever.
Queen Bee plays semantics. She says she has never spoke with Benny ever, knowing the conversation was revealed to be texts between her and Tiffany Marie.
Now, I've never had a private conversation with him. What, in my opinion, what happened was when I had spoke to Tiffany, I went to Tiffany back in January, and I said to Tiffany, let me see. So January 9th at 11:41, I said, yo, I wanted to talk to you and Benny about the shit with Deets, aka Mama Steph, and how involved she was with the fake Fed bullshit.
Queen Bee went to Tiffany to get information in January about how involved Deets was with the fake federal agent.
Like, I wanted to go to them and talk to them about it. So, yeah, because, and I do want to talk to them about it. I think they have a lot of good information. I think they know a lot of good information. I think they know exactly what the fuck was going on.
Queen Bee claims that Tiffany and Benny had information on this fake federal agent and Deets' involvement.
And yeah, I do want to go to them and ask them information. I sure the fuck did, and I did want to know. Because like I said, you may not be the fake Fed, you may not be Stacey Slay, but your ass was fucking well more involved than what you're trying to put off.
Queen Bee doubles down by saying Deets may not be the fake Fed, which means she may be, or maybe not.
You know you are. So I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm not going to read Tiffany's message. That's on Tiffany if she wants to go back and read that part or whatever, because I did message her and ask her, like, what's up? Because she would be the only person that I spoke to about that. Because, again, I've never had a private conversation with Benny. I've never reached out, like, to have a conversation with him about Deets or Stacey Slay. So I was kind of confused when she played that clip, because he apparently was under the impression that I was going to talk to him or go to him or something, or was going to give them certain information. Actually, I was going to them for information. They, like I said, they know a hell of a lot more than I do. They are well more versed in the Summer Wells case than I am. And yeah, I definitely want to know.
Did Queen Bee really want to know the truth? Or was this another banished bee on the horizon?
So far, I mean, basically, she's Mama Steph. No one knew she was Mama Steph before. And some people believe that she has a close association with this weirdo that pretended to be an FBI agent. And everyone's
Some people believe. He means Queen Bee believes.
unsure, and she didn't really clear that up so far. Just by listening, I could be wrong.
Well, wait. It was Fizzle. Like, Chasing came in and corrected it, that it was Fizzle that had the direct contact with the
right.
Stacey
And that's why I said, I thought, okay, so when people were accusing Fizzle of being the one that's what I really thought. Like, I really thought she was the one, that Fizzle was the one being the fake Fed, that because she's the one who had access to it, she's the one who reached out and found this person or whatever and had communications with her. No one else.
So Queen Bee knows what happened, but also does not know what happened.
Not at first, from my understanding. Now, like, they know more than I do, and that's where the information comes. You know, that's why, like I said, they're privy to more information than I am.
So Queen Bee knows the information, but thinks that Deets is a fake federal agent, so wants to know information that is not true. Knowing that it's not true, is that the defamation per se?
Yeah, so I'm not even sure what
it's still there. So, okay, so are you in it? And yes, Fizzle, not Steph, quotes Deets.
Wait a minute, entire Discord of what?
No, the entire Discord with, what's her name, the fake Fed, is still there, is what she's saying. From my understanding, that's what you mean, right?
Queen Bee seems to have a lot of knowledge about this situation with the fake Fed. Why was she saying back in February Deets supposedly was a fake Fed? If she knew all of this?
I said, I don't think Deets is the fake Fed. I don't think that she is the one who did it. What I think is she knows a hell of a lot more about the shit that's going on, or, you know what I'm saying, that shit that went on, than what she's saying. And that's, I stand on that.
She does not think Deets is a fake Fed. But she thinks Deets knows a hell of a lot more information about the fake Fed. Funny how that changed this morning from what she said in February. Let's take a look at how much more it changed once Tiffany joined her panel and could reveal the truth.
Okay, so this is where I think the misunderstanding came into place, because I said, hey, yo, I wanted to talk to you and Benny about the shit with Deets, aka Mama Steph, and how involved she was with the fake Fed bullshit. Now, see, when I was coming to you, I know you and Benny you have a lot more information. You're privy to more shit than I am, because you guys know a lot more shit than I do. So I guess if that was the misunderstanding, then I apologize. I didn't have any, like, extra information to, like, you know what I'm saying, divulge about Deets. I think she was way more fucking involved in this shit than what she's putting out. And that's where I was at the beginning. I think she knows a hell of a lot more than what the fuck she's putting out and what she's saying. I think also Penny, I think there's a lot of people who fucking know stuff that they're not saying, that they're clearly not putting out here.
Of course. So Queen Bee, that's fine. Yeah, I think there was a misunderstanding with the Deets stuff, because I thought you had, from how it was, I don't know, written.
Tiffany understood how it was written that Queen Bee was going to exchange information. Do you think Queen Bee would share someone's private information with others?
had possibly more info about Deep's involvement, but
yeah, when I read it
came out-
back and I'm like, fuck, she probably, you know what I'm saying? That would have been the miscommunication, because I was saying like, hey, I want to know more about this information with them. You know what, like with the Stacey Slay shit and Mama Steph, aka Deets, because like I said again, I feel like you guys you're more privy to information than I'm not, and you guys know a lot more shit that went on and went down, more so than I do. And I feel like she's hiding, or not necessarily hiding shit, but I feel like she was way more fucking involved than what is coming out.
Is Queen Bee scared of Tiffany Marie? Her tone and tune changed as soon as it was known that she didn't in fact send a message to exchange information. That is when it turned into a miscommunication. Why do lies told always turn into miscommunications for Queen Bee?
Girl, Deets, shut up, Chasing. Stop saying no. Stop.
That ain't
Stop.
me. That's
You can't
Jody.
speak for other people.
That's not
Stop.
me.
That was Jody. That was Jody. And also,
Side note, Queen Bee claimed that Glare came on Deets' panel Friday night drunk and hollering at the person on panel and how this person was bullied and dog-piled, but then allows this on her own panel.
Careful.
What?
No, somebody I read in the comments said that not cute and not little.
Don't show that again. That's what she struck Chasing for copyright.
Oh, that's her picture though on there.
I was gonna say, this is their channel.
Avatar.
She didn't strike me for copyright to show her channel. What the fuck?
that would be
That's
quite
what she did to
ridiculous.
Chasing. That's when I listened to it today. That's what she did to Chasing. Like there was a little bit of her image that was shown, and that's what she copyright struck her for.
That's not how it works. It's fucking fair use, you stupid bitch.
It should also be noted that her hashtags for the video also showed the fake Fed with Deets name next to it. One more thing, while on Queen Bee's panel, Jody Sue Brown was allowed to say that Gavel Geeks plotted to murder her child. While B. Tim did say they were harsh allegations, Gavel was corrected for laughing at the wild accusations and told by B. Tim she should be respectful, while Jody said what she wanted to say. More on that later. Queen Bee was willing to put it out there back in February that Deets was a supposed fake federal agent. She knowingly accused her of a crime when there are multiple videos showing this information is false. Is this another example of the reckless mouth Queen Bee runs while in a defamation lawsuit? Was this defamation per se against Deets? Should Queen Bee have done research before saying Deets was a supposed fake federal agent? This is what our community is paying to support.